LeBron James and Steph Curry are undoubtedly the most iconic players of the 2010 decade, both with 3 rings apiece and individually have legendary skills that set them apart from the rest of the league. Today we're going to be discussing the future of the NBA, and for you guys we have the top 5 players that will influence this generation and the ones that follow, of course, based on the talent level, their path to the NBA, and what they have to offer for the younger generation. Let's get straight to it. Now, starting at 5, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis is already 25 years old and in his prime with the possibility of getting better. Giannis has already won MVP and he could maybe get a second one if this season was not canceled, of course. Giannis has led his team to the best record in the NBA this season, if it didn't get canceled, of course, again. And he could have also been in the NBA Finals last year if it wasn't for Kawhi Leonard. Hey. But the biggest reason Giannis is on this list, besides the fact that he is an athletic monster, is because he is a superstar from overseas, and he represents all Nigerians. Yes, I said Nigerians. Giannis was born in Athens, Greece in December 1994. Yes, he was born in Greece, but his parents are originally from Nigeria. Unfortunately, Africa and Nigeria have been stripped of most of their value, but these young Nigerians growing up are going to be looking at Giannis, looking at him as an object of hope. Giannis is arguably the best player in the league right now, and the best thing that he has to offer when he steps on that court is the hope that he provides to these young Nigerian kids. At number 4, we have Trae Young. Trae Young was a very controversial player coming out of college. Many thought that his game would not translate to the NBA, or perhaps he was way too small to even get a shot off. But as we know now, they were all wrong about Trae Young. Trae Young is the up-and-coming Steph Curry, without a doubt, as he has that type of range where at any spot past half court, he has the green light. But not only is his shot limitless with incredible accuracy, his playmaking skills are outstanding as well. Himself and John Collins have grown to be a deadly combo. For the generation of kids that will not get to witness the greatness of Steph Curry, they will have his successor in Trae Young to look up to as that iconic star. Alright, at number 3, we have LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball is the most unique player on this list. Not only has Melo not been drafted by the NBA yet, but he has also become a superstar at the age of 16. Just 16 years old is where we saw that video of him pointing at the court and nailing that long-range dagger, and it went viral. But so did the Ball family. Not only was Melo a 16-year-old phenom, but he also had his own brand and signature shoe. Not only is LaMelo Ball the most talented player in the 2020 draft, but he was also able to admit exposure to himself within the NBA Australian League. If LaMelo is fully committed to Big Baller brand, man, he has the possibility of doing something that no one has ever done. Alright, at number 2, we have Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is simply the most complete young superstar we have seen since LeBron James. As in his second year, he was an early MVP candidate that led the Mavs to the 7th seed. But he is also close to averaging a triple-double. A second-year player nearly averaging a triple-double is insane. Luka came into the league a well-polished star due to his development in the EuroLeague competing against grown men. Luka was a legit EuroLeague star. In fact, he actually won EuroLeague MVP. He was so unstoppable overseas that he actually decided to come to the States for a real battle. Luka Doncic represents Slovenia and all the young Europeans that have hoop dreams. Luka is proof that college basketball is an option, not a necessity. Doncic is proof you can develop your skills without being exploited by the NCAA. And he came out the brightest star we have seen in years. Alright, at number 1, we got Zion Williamson. Zion is actually Shaquille O'Neal with Kyrie handles. No exaggeration. He is actually the reason that social media is so popular, as we all rush to watch one of his highlights on Instagram or YouTube. Similar to LaMelo Ball, Zion became a superstar in high school at a young age, as one of his posterizing dunks went viral. Williamson is 6'6" and weighs in at 280 pounds. His physique cannot be taught, it can't be matched, and it definitely can't be defended. Honestly, your only hope at beating him is that he decides to take threes tonight. Unfortunately, Zion could not inspire the younger generation to be like him, because that is just impossible. But instead, every night he touches the hardwood, he will give the fans a show. He fills his tank with the same energy that possesses Russell Westbrook. His rim-rocking dunks, sky-scraping blocks, and developing playmaking skills will leave a mark that will stain basketball for generations to come.